Chapter 1. The Deceptive Web. What if the very person you trusted to protect your mind turned it into their playground? Imagine the betrayal, the confusion, the sheer terror of it. This is the story of John, a man caught in the deceptive web of a psychiatrist whose intentions were far from healing. Chapter 2. The Discovery. John, a regular man with a life as ordinary as any, found himself under the care of a psychiatrist whom he trusted implicitly. However, beneath her composed exterior lurked a motive driven by fear and self-preservation. You see, John had discovered something perilous. His psychiatrist was administering him a cocktail of 15 medications, an alarming mix that no sane medical professional would recommend without dire need. John, feeling the heavy effects of this over-medication, began to voice his concerns, accusing his psychiatrist of poisoning him. Chapter 3. The plot unfolds. Fearful of her dwindling reputation and the spreading rumors, the psychiatrist plotted a chilling course of action. She painted a picture of John as a man unhinged, a danger to both himself and others. Her words, steeped in her professional authority, were convincing, and why wouldn't they be? She was a respected figure, a supposed guardian of mental health. Chapter 4. The Drastic Measure. The situation escalated when John, pushed to desperation, initiated a lawsuit against her. This move only tightened the noose. The psychiatrist, feeling the walls closing in, decided on a drastic measure. She contacted the police, accusing John of unjust allegations. Soon, under the watchful eyes of law enforcement, John was evaluated anew. Despite his clear articulation of his situation, despite the absence of any symptoms indicating danger or mental instability, the verdict was damning. Chapter 5. The Unjust Captivity. John was committed to a psychiatric ward. The doors locked behind him, trapping him in a place meant for healing, now turned into a prison. For a month, John lived in this unjust captivity, his reality dictated by the very person who should have been his advocate. Chapter 6. The Warning. This tale sheds a glaring light on the dark possibilities when power in psychiatry is misused. It reminds us that the human mind is a sacred space, and those entrusted with its care hold a power that can either heal or harm. John's ordeal serves as a stark warning of the consequences when that power is wielded, not with empathy and responsibility, but with malice and self-interest. Chapter 7. The Call for Vigilance. In the end, John's story is not just a personal tragedy, but a call for vigilance. It urges us to question, to not accept authority at face value, and to advocate for the sanctity of our minds. For when we place our trust in someone, we should never have to fear that it could be turned against us.